Okay guys, I'm now going to give you my review of the iPhone 4S. I've played with this since Friday. It is now Sunday, and I wanted to give you my opinions on it and some speed tests, various things that I've found about this, coming especially from my Droidex. And my friend has the iPhone 4, so I did some comparisons there that I can tell you. I can't show you yet, maybe later on, but it's so much useless because you can already find iPhone 4S compared to iPhone 4 videos. Here you have the lock screen. The one thing I thought would be useful that's not really is you can double tap. You got your music control, and then you have a camera right to the camera. Very fast to open the camera. I really like that. Droidex, that took 2 seconds to get to the camera. My Droidex would have took like 15. I'm serious. So like it's slow. Even when I first got it, probably would have took like between 5 and 10. Got some apps on it. I usually have a lot more. When I had an iPod Touch, I had way more. But apps here, but what I found is off screen, and then you go here, unlock, camera, same speed instead of not double tapping, then you could possibly screw up. And you have your camera still right there. So that's almost now useless to me. Wi-Fi, yeah. Another major thing is talking about the antennas. I don't know if that's just going to the iPhone 4 or it's the antennas that did it, but my mom said even on speakerphone, I called her for the first time using speakerphone on this, and she said she could hear me much better than the Droid X. And when the Droid X came out, they were comparing it to the iPhone 4 for call quality, and they really couldn't tell much of a difference. So maybe the antennas make a difference on this, but there's no difference between speakerphone and just regular, just holding up to your ear call quality, according to my mom and my sister and my friend. All said the quality was much better than the Droid X, and so like no static, no nothing. Data wise, one thing can be faster. I'm actually in a really slow data area here where I am. Sorry about that jump there. I accidentally tested it with Wi-Fi on, and you'll see that blooper at the end of the video. But here is the real actual data speeds, and it's, like I said, pretty slow. 0.3 is about normal here. If I go into town, it's 1 megabit. If I go to my college, which is in Boone, I can get over 2 megabits per second, which is typically the fastest you can get on Verizon's 3G, which is streaming a YouTube video on your phone and maybe downloading a song or streaming a video. That's all you need is a megabit, really. It's like the 14 megabit speeds only if you tether. You need like LTE speeds, so it wasn't a giant deal that it's LTE versus like I could have got an Atrix or whatever and get a 4G phone for actually 1 cent. Amazon had a deal versus I spent 400 for this, but otherwise data speeds actually are improved on this. You might get a spec higher single than my Droidex because of the 2 antennas. You can tell I have a 3GS case, as you saw from my other video, and that's going to be replaced by a Morphe battery extension case. Other things, let's see. Let me turn back on the Wi-Fi here. Get it connected. Let's go to like Safari, I suppose. Let's go to like my Twitter, for instance, and then I click on a link, show how fast it goes to like Safari. It's like macros unlocked or something right here. And that's their mobile site. Let's see if I can go to the full site, and it just instantly loads. And mobile site's all you need if you just wanted to look at the article. Let's do like, let's go to favorites, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna actually go to bookmarks and just go to like Apple site, for instance. Shows how fast this loads. A regular website, full desktop website. Apple has a ton of HTML5 on their site. You see the animation soon. The animation, and it switches very fast. Everything else, whatever. Otherwise, I mean, there's not much else that anyone else hasn't covered on this. The camera quality, I've noticed, definitely less noise. Good, very good quality. Like, I don't know if you can tell over this, but if I can get the photos, first couple pictures I took are like right here. Like, that's really good quality. I don't know if you can really tell. Like, outdoors, that video uploaded earlier today. And then cell phone tower. Me and my friend hiked up to. Just random stuff. Stuff like that. And Surrey. Yeah, Surrey's also a big deal. Like, this is, oh god, I didn't forget this. When I did location based, like I did this. Remind me when I get home to get my backpack. And Surrey's had the issues. I think it's really loaded down, which is probably the reason they haven't done the iPhone 4. Yeah, for Surrey.
For when you get home.
And
Shall I create it?
Cancel. And voice things like this don't usually pick up my voice and screw up, but Surrey's been like 99% flawless, and it picks up almost everything correctly when I speak, which is incredible for my voice. As some of you probably know, I don't speak the clearest. And that if I set that, as soon as I pulled into my garage of my house, it reminded me, which I thought was insane. It's not like just on the street where I live. It reminded me when I got in my house. I don't know what it does. Maybe it detects you're on your street, then like waits a few minutes to make sure you're home. Like, you could be on your street, quickly get in your garage, and then by the time you're inside your house, it decides to pop out the reminder, even though it already knows you're at your address. It probably does something like that. The screen brightness seems low. It is because I'm saving battery life. Battery life, I've put it this way, it's better than Android X. I don't think it's as good as the iPhone 4, but that's also because I was using this constantly. I had it plugged in all yesterday, but I unplugged it, and I think I got about 6 hours of standby, and then 2 hours of solid use, and it went down to about 70% usage here. So you could definitely get through a full day on this phone. Now, if the location base is on, like when I said it, they remind me when I get home, it's constantly having the GPS on, tracking where you are. So that could definitely lower your battery usage and everything else. And ways to turn that off, like I go to location services here, and then this will tell you if something's using your GPS, and also you can tell up here. But this will tell you specifically what application will use your GPS. And I have them on or off depending on what ones I want to use my GPS. And that sort of things. One last thing I wanted to show you is like how fast YouTube videos. So I'm going to tell you a comparison like what it was on Android. And this seems true to most Android phones I've used, not just mine, about loading YouTube videos. And it seems like over time they slow down. Like my friend's iPhone, he's had it since it first came out, right after it first came out in July of last year, and it's hardly slower than this, which means a full year of use, and it's still fast. This is my personal video from my other channel. You don't get it, it's when I first started my YouTube channel, and I was making this video, then this is just a blooper from, I made it because I got really frustrated, and this is over 3G. See how fast it's loading? You saw how slow the speed was, even though it's 26 seconds. Hey guys, this is my YouTube channel on technology. Just like that. I'm gonna upload video reviews, unboxings. I'm gonna skip ahead. Videos on what I think about certain videos about gadgets I have. Yeah, it's funny. You want to see it? You might find it funny. I know my friends find it hilarious. Yeah, but then you see how fast, even though it's a short video, it loaded it very fast versus my ex. I could wait 2 minutes for it to preload, and it plays for like 10 seconds, then still has to preload some more. I don't even understand. And this was with like 4 times faster data speeds. I couldn't understand why it did that, and it just drove me insane. And like Wi-Fi issues, like I can never connect to Wi-Fi, so I couldn't have super fast data speeds on it, and I don't know. But otherwise, compared to my experience with the Droid X, this is incredible, much faster, better, everything. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, there's nothing I found next to. I wish they had a better front-facing camera. Just basically like that. I wish they had to figure out some way to keep the standby time like 300 hours. Because once I get over using this like a ton, I go back to normal. I don't use it like very often because I'm always in front of my computer. I don't use it very often. Next to maybe a text or just like Twitter every so once in a while, I'll go into class and log me in here. And then I just keep it on idle, and I wish like you could cut the one, they probably do, maybe cut the one core off, have half core usage, and then lower power, which to me would seem like you would have a higher standby time if you did that. And the one core would just process like your phone calls, text messages, and then when the screen turns on, I would obviously go back to full cores. But other than that, love the iPhone. It's something everyone would love. I don't see how you couldn't love it unless you just get tired of the interface. This is my first iPhone, so maybe I just haven't got bored of the interface, but I just wanted something that worked simple. I wanted something I could easily sync my music, videos, the works from, that was fast all the time, never slowed down, and that's what I wanted, and that's what it's given me, and I'm really happy. So if you liked my video, subscribe. I have an unboxing, I have like setup video, a test video under my channel, and see you in the next video. And I only have 3 bars right here, but usually the data is really slow, like here. That's not normal data speeds. I'm not gonna lie, that's the fastest I've ever seen in this area. It's just funny how I get that on camera. And that's a total fail. That was on Wi-Fi.